In the pantheon of bodybuilding legends, there stands a competitor known for his larger-than-life muscles and an equally bold persona, Lee Priest. From beating giants to facing suspension, Priest's journey is a testament to talent, tenacity, and the true spirit of bodybuilding. Born on July 6, 1972, in Newcastle, Australia, Lee Andrew McCutcheon would go on to shake the world of bodybuilding. A prodigy who stepped into the gym at 12, Priest turned his childhood passion into a lifelong pursuit. Dominating the Australian bodybuilding scene as a teenager, Priest clinched the Mr. Australia title at just 17, his physique showcasing maturity beyond his years. Upon earning his IFBB Pro card, Lee Priest quickly made waves internationally.
I got to mingle with a lot of the top pros, and Lee Priest was just coming on the scene at the time. He was unbelievable.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Listen, no lie, if you said to me, I've seen Ronnie Coleman, obviously I competed with him, no one could ever blow your mind like Lee Priest looked when he was 21 years old.
Fucking nuts, right?
I walked in the gym and I remember looking at him and saying, how is that even possible? He could barely walk, his legs were so big. And I think he almost downsized as his career went on, but he was massive.
What do you think he was weighing when you seen him?
260, but he wasn't fat.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's shorter, but he was unbelievable. And I remember Ed Raven, you got to see this kid, and I'm thinking, gosh, this guy's a year older than me. How is it possible?
His relentless work ethic turned heads, as did his willingness to challenge industry norms. Priest's training was unorthodox, high intensity, high volume, and a no-nonsense approach. He'd attack his muscles from every conceivable angle, often working out twice a day. His signature workouts combined classic bodybuilding techniques with his own innovative twists.
Guys do train hard now, but back even when I trained, it'd be like 2 hours sometimes, and then I might go an hour and a half again at night.
Yeah.
But then it came out, that's too much. I go in for 40 minutes intense and this and that, and I was reading books on boxing, boxers, top-line boxers, and probably MMA, 6-8 hours a day. And I was reading another thing, a documentary on gymnastics, and they train 6 hours a day. So when it comes to bodybuilding, you're telling me you want to be this massive figure, the biggest and best in the world, but only train 45 minutes a fucking day. It's like, what are you going to do the rest of your time? It's like, as long as, to me, I've never been a big believer in overtraining. I believe as long as you bust your ass and train hard, and you get all your meals in and you get your rest in, you're not going to overtrain, because human body can take a lot of punishment. You might get tired and stuff, but when I talked to Arnold, he said sometimes I'd hit chest twice a day. And then
really?
Then I'd go to the beach and eat, relax, go back and train again, and then it might be every third day that I might hit it again.
The Ironman Pro Invitational saw Priest outmuscle the great Ronnie Coleman not once, but multiple times. Against the odds, Priest's sheer muscle density and symmetry bested future Mr. Olympia titans.
Is yours most painful the loss to Jay and most rewarding the first to Flex, or would you say no, it's something else?
Something else.
What would it be?
My most painful was losing to Lee Priest.
At which one? The Pro? The Iron Pro?
97 Ironman Pro.
You got third, he got second, I think, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was the most painful.
Yeah.
What bothered you about losing to Lee, out of everybody?
He was a little guy. I was a big guy.
Losing to a 5'4" guy was kind of
depressing.
I think you lost 5 times that year to him, or the year before, to Priest. It was like 5 different events that had happened to.
So I was 5 times depressed.
5 times depressed.
In a sport often dominated by towering figures, Lee Priest stood out for different reasons. Standing at 5'4", his stature was unassuming, but his measurements spoke volumes. Priest's arms, at their peak condition, measured over 20 inches, a testament to his impeccable symmetry and mass. His physical presence was a powerful statement that bodybuilding isn't just for the tall. It's for anyone with the heart to commit and the courage to sculpt a masterpiece.
next time if someone asks me a question like, Lee, what's it like to compete with those big guys? Use the word tall, not big. Because really those guys are 6 foot and their measurements are the same as mine, 5'4.5". That makes them the small guys. Pathetic. A big guy, 6'1", got the same measurements as someone 5'4". That's pathetic.
Never one to shy away from expressing his opinions. Priest's outspoken nature led to conflict. His critique of bodybuilding politics resulted in a controversial ban from Mr. Olympia, a move that shocked fans and fellow athletes alike.
This question is for Lee Priest, and it goes back to the money issue. I've read in muscular development and on the internet that you have been planning on sharing your prize money with the athletes that place out of the prize money, and I was wondering if you were still planning on doing that, and if you have any animosity towards the IFBB for it coming down to one athlete having to provide for the others.
I don't have any animosity towards the IFBB at all, but this is the Mr. Olympia, the biggest show supposedly in bodybuilding, and the Arnold Classic can give out every prize money to all the competitors, and the GNC this year is giving out prize money to every competitor. So when you have a show like the Olympia where people have to qualify to be here, and you have the guy who came 15th, 16th training just as hard as me, and I get money and he doesn't, I just don't see it's fair. So if I'm placing in the money, yes, I will give them some of my prize money. So.
Throughout his career, Priest accumulated accolades, from securing top spots in international contests to gracing magazine covers. His larger-than-life biceps and triceps were crowd favorites, often earning him the Best Arms title. Priest's career has been marked by remarkable comebacks, from returning to the IFBB to excelling in NABBA competitions. Offstage, Lee ventured into business with his own supplement lines and gymwear, bringing his unyielding spirit to entrepreneurship. Lee Priest's influence extends beyond his titles. Through social media and personal appearances, he continues to inspire a new generation of bodybuilders, sharing wisdom and wit in equal measure. Away from the limelight, Lee is a family man, a tattoo enthusiast, and a racing aficionado, proving there's more to the man than muscle. Priest lives life on his own terms, embodying the balance between ferocity in pursuit and humility in success. Lee Priest's journey in bodybuilding is a narrative of resilience. It's about a man who built himself from the ground up, took on giants, and became a giant himself. His story isn't just about lifting weights. It's about lifting spirits and breaking barriers. Thank you for joining us in celebrating the remarkable journey of Lee Priest. For more stories of bodybuilding legends, like and subscribe.